I've seen your listening room there. All of the electronics had Q-Pod under the electronics.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for you to put a Q-Pod
Yeah,
at the bottom?
they should be under any components. we have a distributor that put them under his refrigerator.
Really? What does it do?
It dissipates noise. So it isolates the product from the surface while letting the resonances inside the product dissipate out through it. It's a constrained layer damping apparatus, which is very effective in dissipating vibration.
You also have M-Pod, right? M-Pod is for the...
It's pretty much the same thing. It's just for heavier product. Yeah.
Last year you introduced S3, and then this year you introduced S5, right?
Yes.
And also at the same time you introduced M7 as well, right? I mean before
in between.
S5, in between, exactly. S7 is more of trickle down of M9, right?
M7, yes.
Yeah, M7 is, yeah. So whereas from S3, S5 it became bigger, isn't it? Yeah. So M7 is trickle down, but with S series, how did it become bigger than size-wise?
Sometimes it's a question of timing.
Yeah.
Which product came first? Which product is due for a change?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different. It's really a very elaborate and complex process deciding which product to put out there. So it just happened to be the case.
Yeah.
That's the M9 trickle down and the S3 is trickling up.
Except M series and past V series, the numbers are usually odd number. Is there a reason for it?
Well, I mean, yes, you guys are part of the problem. Nobody likes the number 4 here in the Far East, so I can't use that.
Yeah.
So that kind of limits my ability to move. But other than that, I don't know, M8 maybe, we'll see.
M8
I think 8 is a good number.
Yeah, it is a good number for China actually.
Yeah.
Faqian is making
I'll have to
money.
think about what we can squeeze between the M7 and the M9.
Well, with A series and S series, you only have odd number, but M series you have odd and even number in there.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for it?
We used to have an M5. I don't know if you remember that from Wood. Oh, this is 15 years ago or so. So we didn't want to kind of, and again, it also has to do with what that M5 was.
Right.
So that M5 had smaller drivers than the current M6. So we didn't want to call the M6 an M5. I mean, it's not superstitious in any way, shape, and form. It's really what's available and what's the most appropriate name for the product.
S5 2024 is more like S5 Mark III, isn't it?
It's a Mark III, but just like the the S3, it's a completely different speaker. So unlike many other companies that are doing version 1, version 2, and small changes, slightly bigger, slightly smaller, different color, whatever, it's a completely new speaker. We really should have called it something else, but I'm running out of letters. And also I want to keep the S designation as the kind of a middle tier in place. So that's why we kept the name, but there's literally nothing in common other than the driver real estate. The fact that it's 2.9 and well, it's even not the same inch because the new one is 5 inch, the old one was 6 inch. But other than roughly the real estate of driver replacement is completely new speaker. It's built different. All the drivers are several generations ahead. So it's truly, and you'll hear it on the first note if you listen to it, that it's a different animal altogether.
Next month I'm going to record it, so we'll see. We'll see. M7, it is trickle down version of M9.
Yes.
Besides the size, what kind of things are different from M9?
Well, the biggest thing would be the M9 is a two-way active speaker.
Right.
The bass itself is separate from the rest of the speaker, and,
Right.
you drive it actively through an active crossover that you get when you buy the M9. That would be the biggest, other than size. That would be the only other difference, really. It's a big difference. Driving a speaker actively like that, and when I say actively, I'm not talking about active bass amplifier in the speaker, which some companies do, which we think is a bad idea. I'm talking about a two-way active passive loudspeaker.
Right.
So the bass is run actively directly from the active crossover, and the rest of the three-way that is left, because it's a four-way, is passively crossed.
That's quite a new technology for Magico, wasn't it?
You know, we built a big horn system once, and that was all active. So it's not totally new, but the active crossover that we built, which was a really substantial endeavor, and probably the most advanced, purest active crossover, analog active crossover ever built. That is definitely quite unique, and something that we started from scratch, so we had no prior experience with that.
With M series, you even have M2, but are you planning to have M1?
Probably not. Yeah.
Why is that?
You know, everybody romanticize about these kind of speakers, but they're very expensive. And I feel that for a two-way, to spend the kind of money that an M1 would be pushing it. So it would be super cool, and some people will buy it, but overall, it starts to be a little bit,
With A series and S series, you have the center speakers and subwoofers. Are you planning to introduce center speakers and subwoofers for M series as well? No, not at all.
No.
Is there a reason for that?
I think that the M series is a purely kind of a two-channel mindset, and also in terms of subwoofers, an M-type subwoofer is not going to be not going to be any better than a Titan, the one that we built today. I mean, when it comes to subwoofers, having the massive aluminum-based enclosure that we have for the Titan is as good as it gets. So I cannot build it any better if I do an M-type. It's just going to look different. Maybe to some eyes it would be prettier, but it's not performance-wise. There's no point in doing that. No, the Titan is good enough for any series of us.
So it is the best subwoofer from the Magico.
I think it's the best subwoofer, period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any future project that you're working on right now?
Of course. But I won't be able to tell you about that.
Exactly. So. How about distribution in Korea? How is the relationship?
How long we been doing business together, Peter? How long? 12 years. 12 years.
Yeah.
If you can stand me for 12 years, you must be doing something right.
Really?
Ask my wife, you know.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And looking forward to seeing the video.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.